for blogging daily, and this is what a lot of people don't understand, is you need to do the theme, and today's theme is removing the clutter in your life. Now, here's what's cool about these masterminds is you can use the content that I create above. Okay, so right here I've already created the content for you. I did the video. I don't mention any websites or anything in the video, so they're completely generic. You can just blast this video, blast this content out to your following. Now you, the people, and then they respect you. Okay, so that's kind of what our theme is today. Is you can either A, do your own video and your own content about cleaning up the clutter in your life, okay, or B, use my content so that you have absolutely no excuse. One thing that people don't understand is blogging daily is not the only thing you need to do. Okay, you have to share the blog with the world. All right, so you got to share the blog with the world. Now I give you the website to share it. You know, you can just read through this. So let me give everyone the website again, so that you can read through this and know exactly where you need to share this blog. Part 2 and 3, don't skip that because this is super, super important to do. Okay. And the first thing obviously is email your contact list, and then post your blog to Facebook groups if you can. Now, obviously, if you have the Empower blog, you should use either a YouTube video or an Aweber code to post there. And we can probably cover. Then, obviously, market daily. This is what we're going to talk about right now. And today, we kind of change up the market daily on a day-to-day basis. So today, we're going to talk about placing a banner ad. Because the principles are, you get people to a video, you answer their questions, and they enroll. I mean, there's really nothing else to it. Now, if the video can answer all their questions, then you don't even have to answer the questions. But sometimes when you're new, you got to answer people's questions. Hi. Okay, and then there's a bonus step if you have a marketing budget. Listen to Justin's video there. And then, yes, you guys can just read through the rest of it. So let's go ahead and get right into the marketing tip, and then we'll get into the Q&A. So the marketing tip for today is banners. Okay, has anyone ever done banners before? And again, here is the assignment link for everybody to follow today. Anybody have experience placing banners? Okay, I don't see anybody. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. Now, just so you all know, I had okay, there's some people, okay, cool. I had a stigma that banners didn't work in the very beginning, and the reason I had that stigma is because I was new. So let's go ahead and just show you how, I found banners, how I did it. Are there any websites that you go to? Is there any websites that you personally go to that maybe are outside the box? So what I did is I put a banner on here. I noticed that there was a banner right here. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to place a banner on this website. And I went to the bottom. I don't even know if they sell them anymore. Just look for a button that says advertise or contact us on any website. So on the site I went to advertise. And then I read through this and I emailed them and I'm like, hey, how much would it cost for me to put a banner on your website? And he's like, it would cost $1,000 for a month. I'm all, holy crap. But I realized that it's like number 233 website in the whole world, so obviously it's expensive. So, if you don't have $1,000, don't put a banner on this website. So I don't recommend going to torrent sites and placing banners because, again, they're all there for free. And I may not have made it, but I'm really glad that I did because it was a learning experience. But that's one of the tips I want to give you is go to websites, think outside the box, okay? I want to teach you how to find a website. So here's a couple tips. Number one, think of things you're interested in and just go there and see if go find websites on that interest and place banners on that website. Okay? But here's another way that you can find websites. You can type in keywords that you think people will type. Like what are buying keywords? Like maybe someone will type in like let's say you have a make money from home business. So maybe someone was like, make money from home. You think someone might type that in Google. Okay. So look for like a website, for example, right here. Number 1 on Google. What you can do is you can just type in keywords that you think are good keywords that people would type in. Maybe if you were looking to make money from home, and then find the top 10 websites, go through the top 10 websites, check their Alexa ranking. So if you don't know how to do that, there's a toolbar you can download called Sparky on Firefox, or you could just go to alexa.com and you can type the website in right here. So just grab their website, type it in right here, and just find out their traffic. Now here's the rule of thumb. I don't advertise on it unless it has 100,000 or less Alexa. Now why don't I advertise it unless it has 100,000 or less Alexa? Now here's the reason. Because if it has more than 100,000 Alexa, that site doesn't get very much traffic because more people come to the website. So if you have a website that doesn't get a lot of traffic, it's just kind of a waste of time, waste of money. But yeah, basically Alexa means number 1 is the best, which is Google. So that's, and Facebook's number 2. So Alexa ranks it by rank. So 100,000 or less rank is what I go for, because then I know they at least get a decent amount of traffic. Okay, so does everyone understand so far? So that's your step 1, is you find a website on the top 10, obviously top 10 of Google for a keyword you think is good. And then make sure they have 100,000. Do now is think, and it's 21,000. So that's a good traffic website, isn't it? Now it's probably going to be expensive because it's, 21,000. That's a lot of traffic. So there's a couple ways to do this banner. You need to go to either contact. You got to look at the very bottom of the website and look for something that says advertise. Sometimes they don't have it in plain sight. So about, you can go to the about section and see what they have. Sometimes I want to look, I try to look hard for an advertise button because it's so much easier than just contacting them if they just have the rates. But I don't see it. So this website, you're going to probably have to click contact. You're just going to contact them and ask them how much it will cost. So like hobbs. Banner Now I'm sure there's like better scripts and to get better deals and things, but I just want to teach you guys to just take massive action. Okay? I just want to take you guys to take massive action. What's better than trying to get it perfect? Action. Let's go back to Google and see if we can find another website. Because you don't know how long they're going to take. So here's another website, make money from home, number 2. And here we go. So there is a banner at the very top, advertisement. So I know that they do banners. So that's kind of cool. So basically I can look for their advertise link and see if they have one. Let's see. Advertise online. Chicago. Okay, cool. So basically I have to contact them as well. So I mean, it's going to take you a little bit of work to get a banner up. But the bottom line is you got to contact them, ask them their rates, see if it's worth your time. This is 11,000, so this gets a lot of traffic, guys. A lot of traffic. So there's Google, there's websites that you go to. I used to advertise on these type of websites. And you can add banner ads. So this one, you know, this is kind of cool. 10,000 impressions is $20. So I can add a banner right here. And just grab my banner URL. So let's just do this. Let's see what happens. So, for example, where is it? Okay, I have an easy money method, which you can get with your get with the person who invited you here. They'll tell you about it if you want to know it. We have these little banners, okay, and they have a little HTML code that you can download. So what I'm going to do, so it's asking for the banner URL. So that's like the image, GIF or JPEG ultimately. So right here, okay, so it doesn't take GIF. Oh yeah, it does take GIF. Okay. So here's the GIF. You gotta grab your URL of whatever image that you're going for. Now, if you want to find an image online, you can also right-click any image online. So let's say you're in the back office here. You can right-click this image and click View Image, and that'll give you the URL right here too. So that's another way to get the URL to the image. So then you're just going to grab and put the URL right there. Now, destination, what's this? This is where you want them to go when they click on the banner. Okay? So, where do I want them to go? Well, obviously, I need them to go to my EasyMM website. I'm going to create a new campaign for it, though. So, in EasyMM, you can actually create campaigns. Oops. You got to log in first. And at the top, you click campaign tracking, and then I'm just going to put hot HYIP. And there we go. So I've got my campaign. I'm going to throw that in there. So now I'll know exactly how many visitors. Now, if you don't have like a tracking like that in your system or your website, you can just go to like goo.gl or something. Does everyone know about that? Goo.gl. And you can just use that to put your website in there, and this will also track how many clicks you get. Okay, so if I want to do a double whammy, I can put this in here as well and shorten the URL, and now I can use the goo.gl link. So now I can track my clicks in 2 different spots. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so I got my URL, my destination, and then whatever banner impressions you want. Okay, and that's it. So then you just preview your banner. Awesome. So it shows you what your banner will look like. Isn't that cool? Now, the only problem with these kind of websites is you've got to have, sometimes you have to have crazy, you go where you think that someone would want to make money, or they're looking to make money, and obviously these little scammy websites, obviously most of the people on here want to make money, so put something legit on there, take them out of that path, right? And it was not the right code. Okay, so the best way to get the right banner code is just to create a new post on your blog. So I just want to encourage you guys to listen here. If you want to create the correct banner codes for your websites, the easiest and best way to do that is to go into a blog post and click Add New Post and create the banner within the post. So you upload and insert an image. You find an image off your computer. or from a URL or whatever, and you insert an image first. Okay? As soon as you've inserted that image, make sure it's on none and all that. Then you size it to where you want it sized. You click on it and you make it a link to whatever website you want it to go. Open a new window, update, and that's a banner, guys. That's a banner. So then you click on HTML, and now that's the code you use. If you do it any other way, you will probably hit roadblocks. It probably won't work right. It works pretty much every time. Can you teach us Tribe Pro? Yeah, one of these days I'll teach on Tribe Pro, so I'll just leave that question there. It's not that hard, though. It's basically, you join it, you add OnlyWire in there, and then you make friends in there, and you syndicate other people, and then they syndicate you back, and that's pretty much it. You set up your blog to automatically go there, and bam. Now, they have tutorials in there, too. But listen to that call. I promise you, if you listen to that call, you will never have problems coming up with money again. Can you go over the REL no follow is the best way to make sure all your links in your blog have this? I'm wondering if I link authority sites, what is best? Leave it as a do follow or make all links no follow. Well, number one, oh yeah, Aweber. I can cover Aweber too real quick. I'll make sure I have that there. You can't have double quotes here, so if you're trying to do a no-follow, make sure if you ever have double quotes, take them off. That doesn't work, okay? So this is the right code to put on your links without double quotes. But all this does, and let me just show you an example of a no-follow. So if you click on HTML, and you see a link here, so it's like href link. Right after the link, you're going to put this. So REL equals quote, no follow, quote. Now I think it's all one word. Yeah, it's supposed to be one word, I believe. But yeah, so that's how that works. And the reason you would do this is if you're sending them to a capture page or a non-authoritative site. Now he's saying, I'm wondering if I link to an authority site, then leave it a do follow. Don't worry about the no follow. But basically for SEO purposes, they always tell you to put no follow on your links because they don't want you to give away your link juice is what they call it to another website. Okay? But there's other strategic ways of why you would do this and why you wouldn't. But if it's a blog website, then it's okay to do the follow. If it's anything else other than a blog or an article, then I would do no follow. Does that make sense, everybody? I mean, if it doesn't make sense, that's fine. I'm just kind of throwing that out there for those of you who understand what I'm talking about. We'll actually cover this right at the end. This person is talking about posting in tons of groups. If you post in tons of groups, you definitely want to space it out. So maybe do like 15 or 10 and then come back and do it again, like in 15 minutes. So do something else and then come back and do it again. Do something else, then come back and do it again. Don't sit there and do 100 groups at a time because yes, you could risk your account. Now, if you're really worried about risking your account, then you should probably just not do it on your personal account. Go open up a new account. Does that make sense? And just join a bunch of groups on the new account and just post from there. Because it doesn't really matter which account you use. You guys realize that? I mean, just keep in mind, whatever account you do use, you're going to get a million friend requests. So you may want to use your personal one and just don't do as many or space it out all day if you do this. Or outsource it. That's always a thing. But I've never had a problem with losing accounts. So if you're having problems, then you're probably just posting too fast. You show us how to remove a widget and replace it with another one. Okay, real quick, I'll do that. So if you're trying to remove a widget, you just go to your Appearance, Widgets, and here's how easy it is to remove. You just drag it. So if you want to remove this one, you just drag it out and remove it, and it'll go away. If you want to put a new one there, you just drag it over and put a new one. And then if you want to remove it, you just drag it out. All right. Let's see, not sure. Okay. Your account was blocked. I can't seem to find it. The Aweber follow-up. Okay, the Aweber follow-up share code is in the main site. The EasyMM2X messages, that's also in the 2X login site. There's no Aweber for EasyMM right now. So you have to just copy and paste the messages over. All right? So we only use GVO for EasyMM websites. So if you want to use Aweber, you've got to copy them over. Let's use the EasyMM panel where you can change the capture page and autoresponder. Good question. When I sign in, it goes to. Yeah, you need admin in there. So admin /login.php. So if you're looking for the login, it's that right there. And let me show you guys where a good place to get this from. So on the assignment for today, here's what's cool. The very top, you'll see quick links. EasyMM, marketing site login, training site login. Okay. 2X, marketing site login, training site login. So just go to the quick links at the very top. That's the easiest way to find the stuff that you need. Cool? Kudos. Alright, cool. How to fix the formatting on your autoresponder signature so that it's more spaced out. My name and phone number appears right below my email message, and it looks better if there's some space there. Okay, to put space, real quick, let me show you guys. Sometimes you've got to be a little creative. What I've decided to do on all my messages when I send out a message is I'll click send broadcast and I'll write the message in the plain text area first so that I can do the spacing correctly. Because sometimes when you write it in the HTML message, the spacing gets all screwed up. But in the plain text, you can say, you know, Mike Hobbs. You can skip a line and do Skype, or you can put Skype right underneath it. And then you can skip a line, PS, blah, 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 and whatever. So when you do it in the plain text message, the spacing is correct. And then what I do is I copy and paste it up on the HTML message, and then the spacing is correct. Okay, so that's a little bit of advice there for your autoresponders to get their correct spacing, is you just do it in the plain text version first. Now, if you want to do it in the HTML version first, I mean, it's going to make your life harder, but you have to like hold shift and then do it twice. Push enter twice, and that'll do the actual lines right there. And if you're still having issues, put a space, a couple spaces, then press enter again. Alright, that's pretty much the best way to get an actual space in between. I've had to do that a couple times with my blog posts, so it works with your messages too. The leading edge, adding widgets. Wait, I tried to add a PS and my script started to double space. Okay, single and double spacing. Again, if you push enter, it might double space sometimes. So if you just need a line break, you just do a shift. You hold a shift and then enter, and that'll just do a line break. It won't do a space, double space. So the key is holding shift. Shift. So for example, if I push enter, see how it double spaces? If I hold shift and then push enter, see that? So that's the key. Whenever it's double spacing on you, the answer is holding down the shift key and pushing enter. So hopefully that makes sense. And I think that was it. So let's cover our last question, which was right here. I'm excited to cover this because this is something that a lot of people don't know about. The first thing you do when you do your blog post is what? You email your contact list, right? So if you happen to have Aweber, we've been teaching everyone to use GVO lately. But let's say let's say you decide you have Aweber too. Well, Aweber has a pretty cool feature. Now, I don't know if GVO has this. I'm going to talk to Joel and see if they can get a same thing that Aweber has. But this is a pretty sweet thing that Aweber does have. So when you do a broadcast message and you click, we don't even use Aweber much anymore, but let's say you click new message. Actually, I hate using the new editor. I like the previous editor. Okay, right here. So let's say I write my message. So I'll just go ahead and just teach you guys how to write a good message while we're at it. This is the last question of the day, and then we'll wrap it up. So let's say this is actually how your blog post should look. I wanted to do an example. So like today, cleaning up the clutter. I have the clutter there, I have the message, I have the video, I have like a buy button, and then I have like a proof, okay, thing, and then I have my signature. Okay, that's kind of how I do my blog posts, just so you guys can kind of see how it looks for your own. But what I would do if I wanted to email this blog post out, here's what I would do. I would grab the link, first of all, your Empower Network link, and then you'll put it in Aweber if you have Aweber. If you don't have Aweber, just skip what I'm saying right now. But we could show you with YouTube too. But here's the thing, HTML, well, I always do everything in plain text first. Remember, I already told you that. So I'm just going to do a quick email. So, if you ever woke up to a huge mess in your office, that is exactly what happened to you today. See what I did about it here and how it helped my business. I put my blog. Leave a comment. My hobbs. And that's it. Now, if I want to put a PS, I can put a PS. It's up to you. But then I just copy and paste the plain text up to the Aweber, and then I make this a link. Click on link. You always want to make your HTML messages links, by the way. Otherwise, it's like this big long Aweber link, which is lame looking. How to do something like that. I don't know. So there's my message, okay? Simple, to the point, send immediately. Track clicks. Now right here, this is what you need to do. You can click social media sharing, okay? You don't have to share it on social media, but here's what you need to do. Direct link, you grab this link right here, and you put it like in a notepad, okay, for later. And then you click on Save Message. Wasn't able to load. Oh well. Ignore. You can test it and all that stuff if you like. But here's the cool thing. I think you can technically, let's go check it out. Well, that didn't work. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and queue it and send it out so I can show you the example here. Because once it goes out, then I've got the message archived. Okay, it's sending. Gotta run. Have a good one, Kathy. How many people on the webinar? We have 167 right now. It's gone through. So now let's check our link. Let's see if it's up. All right, nice. Now look at this, guys. Okay. It has the subject line, it has the email, and guess what it has? Your Empower Network link for your blog. Okay. So what can you do now? Well, you can grab this link and you can go over to Facebook and you can post this link in different groups. So if you're on groups, and this, in my opinion, is the best workaround for Facebook. Would you guys agree? I mean, if you're looking for a workaround, this is the best one because it's just a link. Now, I think if you put an image in the actual message, it might show the image too. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, you can put an image probably in the message itself, like in your HTML, and it would probably show an image too. But yeah, then you just say, whatever the subject is, how to get rid of clutter in your, oops. And then I'll just copy and paste that. So there you go. And then when they click the link, it goes to your broadcast, it goes to your Empower blog, and you're good to go. Now there's one other workaround that they're suggesting, Facebook Note method. Now the Facebook Note method still is kind of a problem because you still got to mask your link because it's in Facebook. So Facebook Note method technically isn't the greatest workaround. The only other workaround I know is YouTube. Okay? So you can do a quick video on YouTube with like some kind of screen capture. And this is what I would do. I would basically take your blog, whatever your blog is, okay, and then just take a screenshot of the blog. So you'll just do like a quick Jing video. Something like that. And then you'll just capture a video, and then you just record a quick video going, hey, this is Mike Hobbs. I just wanted to give you a quick free marketing tip and I put it all on my blog, and it's called Clean Up the Clutter in Your Business. I have a pretty awesome story over there on my blog that you should hear. Go over there right now. The link is in the description. Make it a great day. And your only video is like 20 seconds, and you're basically just telling them to go to your blog. You have the link in the description box of the YouTube video going to the blog post, and then you have the Empower blog underneath the video. So that's it. And you just share that video all over YouTube. Put it in and share it with the world. Let everyone know that you are taking action.